Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Barnagati. I guess we'll do a puzzle. I don't really like doing this. I haven't done this one in a while, so we'll just do this one because it's time to in progress. Okay. I guess we'll wait on this. So WTF is competition, and is it good? Well, that depends. See, it can be terrible, but at the same time, it can be good depending on what it can accomplish. Like, okay, I've seen a lot of people have more videos than me. That's another competition that I have to compete against because they have more subscribers and more views than me. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know this one was still active. Do you mind? Oh, hello. Okay. So we'll go ahead and finish up this one. I didn't even know this one was still active. Huh? I like how, a lot of times with these puzzles, I don't know if it was this one or the other one, but it's like I know damn well I finished it, right? And then it's like, no, they'll make you redo it. Like, what the hell, man? Is you serious, my dude? So, I mean, there is that to think about. And anyway, so competition is not something that I generally try to get into. But I can say this much about it, that because I hate competing because it's like trying to be better than anybody. The only thing I'm gonna say this again. The only thing good about being better is being better at being just as good, not being number one, because number one is crap. Unless there's some kind of actual reward for it, not just going up against someone, and I don't mean making someone feel like they're less important, because that's what ultimately happens. When I say prejudice, I mean that is prejudice right there, and people don't. I mean, I don't mean it's a basically it's a thing that we shouldn't be practicing, but we do. And it's crazy because it's one thing when you're doing it by yourself, trying to compete against your own record, whatever the case may be. But when you're going up against other people, it's like they feel like they're less important, and that's just simply not true. But there's nothing you can do about it. That's why it's better to always be just as good. If you cannot accept that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because frankly, and honestly, I'm just being honest here. And I don't have to be. Honestly, I don't. So, in essence, if you're looking to be better and be above anybody else, that is wrong. I believe that a lot of times guides can be more beneficial to people, as well can be more influential with more experience, but it also depends on, what it is that you are trying to accomplish. What your goal is. Okay, I can understand being better at some of the things, because this is just to you, not against somebody else. Because I don't know about you, but I sure as hell would not want to take the time to go, whoops, I did that thing, and then it made somebody feel so less important when they're not less important. I mean, you know what? The thing is, I'm important too. And so are you. See, I'm always trying to be a fair person. But the problem with that is that even though that's the thing about being number one. Being number one does not entitle me to be, fair. Because if I was going to be number one, I'd like to have everybody else be number one as well. I wouldn't want to be the only one. And I know that sounds selfish, or like really stupid, but you know what? I don't care. All right? I don't want to make someone feel like they're entitled to be more better than me, like as if I'm the bully and you're the weak person. Like as in that I should be more up there than you. Believe me, I have done something similar to that. I don't really regret it because I kind of didn't want to be in school. I really didn't. I mean, I think about it. I don't really think about it today, but I really think about more like when you play a game, why should it ever come at the cost or the risk of saying, okay, well, maybe I should make someone feel less than, what they are or what they have, because no one is more than their sums of their all, no one is better than the other, and it's true. Because, I'll be honest with you, being better is not something I want to do unless it's just being better to be good enough. If I'm not doing that, then I have no business even bothering. So, that is a thing about competition and what it's like to be like, okay, maybe I should rethink my mannerisms, the way I deal with life. And a lot of people are free to do whatever the hell they want to. I just don't highly recommend you going the route of going, well, maybe I should make someone feel less important, because yeah, I'm number one and you suck, you'll never be as better as me. I don't think that's right, dude. And I'm just being totally honest. And I don't have to be, And so, in essence, I have to say that if you want good sportsmanship and everything, the best sportsmanship, unfortunately, I mean, the true best sportsmanship, not unfortunately, but is actually being able to be just as good, not be number one. Who cares? Being number one is not my goal in life. It used to be. But it also depended on what the hell you were talking about. I just couldn't get into competition, so ultimately I gave it up because it's too much stress. It's too much trying to compete and try to be like, oh, yeah, I could do that. But see, and I know I could be better than you. Oh, especially at running. I mean, like, who can run the fastest? Well, sure as hell it ain't me, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore. I think I can pretty much outrun anybody, but I don't want to do that because, honestly, it's like with these games, they make you feel like, okay, you should be better than them, and that's really stupid. I mean, you might as well just give up on the whole daggum game if you're going to do that kind of baloney whole crap. I mean, like, really, game developer? Really? Why are you doing this? What is the point? I mean, I feel like I have to be completely honest about that. Like, literally, they always do these screw-ups and then expect people to try to do better than them. Like, no. That's not going to fly. That's not going to make me want to play and then try to be better than them. A lot of times if you can have fun with it, fine. But, and I don't mind, like, if you're just doing it wrongly just to have fun. But to do it like, okay, somebody should be better than you in order to win, yeah, no. Like, I remember plenty of times when I played Star Trek The Next Generation on, believe it or not, on Super Nintendo, and I wound up having fun because It was just too much baloney hole crap to try and beat the level. So ultimately, I wound up saying, I just shot the woman. It wasn't anything personal against her. I just didn't like the game at the end. And then Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and this is one of the worst mistakes you could ever do because of the controls. See, even though that some games are better with controls, even without the controller, it would still suck because literally I have tried and I have tried and tried. You can't make it without cheating. Of course, the cheating part is you don't have infinite health, but you can level skip. Which doesn't seem to matter because you're going to be missing out on items and stuff like that you could have had. But honestly, I can't stress this enough that Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the video game, is ridiculous. And the reason, I can't remember why I hated it so much, but I think it was something about that I couldn't get past it. Eventually I did, and I wound up enjoying it. That was for Star Trek The Next Generation. I never really played the other games that had to do with Kirk in them. That I can remember. Maybe I did, I don't remember. But anyway, that's just how it is. So anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in another episode. Until then, later.